everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shayna and I do a ton of different content from read with me's to travel vlogs to anything dealing with pregnancy or mommy life. I am currently 22 weeks pregnant today with a baby boy. I do have a little girl. She'll be 3 in like 3 weeks. It is crazy insane. But as the title of this video, I'm going to go over some baby products that I do love and will continue to use that I used with her, but also products to kind of avoid, maybe not that I regret buying or receiving, but ones that I probably wouldn't use again, and then ones that I would use in place of that. So you guys have like something you can turn to instead of just like, well, she told me not to use that, so what do I use now? So with that being said, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with the things to avoid, things that I probably will not be using again. And the first one on that list is the Graco Bouncer and Swing Combo. I'm going to put a picture of it up here on the screen for you guys. So I had this on my registry because I'm kind of a minimalist, kind of not. So I wanted to make things easier by having a 2-in-1 instead of having like multiple products everywhere. I wanted something that was in one place and kind of together and I could use for either purpose. So I put this Graco one on there. I did tons of research with my first daughter. I basically went on Google or any like website and like saw the ranked ones like as of, she was born in 2022, so I was looking at things that were on that list that people loved and why in reviews and da. So this is the one that I chose off of that list that was decently priced and people loved and I enjoyed the look of it. But it was much bigger than I expected. So that thing is absolutely huge. And although it came in handy, Emery did use it, it's pretty heavy, it's not very portable, it's not easy to move around your house, especially if it's 2-story, and God forbid you try and bring it somewhere else, that thing is not going to fit anywhere. You're going to have to take it apart. It took up way too much space, and even though it worked for what we needed it to do, it wasn't my cup of tea. So instead of purchasing that, I was just getting a Baby Delight or a Maxi Cozy Bouncer. So those are the two that I'm choosing from. I'll put them both up here for you to see. I really like, so one is very similar to the Baby Bjorn, but it's cheaper and the reviews are still really good. You can get it off of Amazon. So it's between those two. I haven't decided which one I'm gonna go with yet. So I'm gonna use a bouncer instead of a swing because I can basically use it for the same thing. And if someone wants to gift us a swing, I'm not gonna tell them no. But at this point, I think I'm just gonna head for the bouncer instead of using a swing because we definitely use the bouncer part more than the swing and it's a lot more portable. Number 2, washcloths. My personal opinion, like I said, I'm more of a minimalist. So the amount of washcloths that I received were insane. And trying to organize that, keep up with that, store it, like that's just not something I wanted to do. Like I didn't even want washcloths with Emery. I knew I wanted to use a sponge, but people still gave me tons and tons of washcloths. But this time I'm making it apparent, like there is absolutely not one washcloth on my registry. And obviously if someone gifts them to us, we will use them, but the amount that we received before was not ones that I wanted to use. We're going to be using a sponge because it's in one place. There's only one of them, and then obviously you replace it with it getting dirty or needs be, but I would prefer a sponge rather than a washcloth. And A, it doesn't get nasty or smelly. You're not having to constantly wash them and do laundry. They're easily rinsed out, and I just think they're more clean overall. Number 3, a product that I would avoid would be the Chico travel system. And I'm not avoiding it because I didn't like it, because I did love it. It came in handy with Emery, and again, with this being minimalist and trying to buy things together, I got the travel system because it was the car seat, the base, and the stroller in one. What was kind of aesthetically pleasing, that looked good, that was my style, but also a decent price that wasn't absolutely crazy, and good reviews and a good quality product. So Chico is amazing. Our car seat was absolutely phenomenal, loved it. Obviously when she started to get bigger, it was much heavier, and I'm a very petite woman. I'm only 4'11", and I'm very small. Before I had Emery, I was 108 pounds. Like, I'm itty bitty. So obviously carrying a big old bulky car seat and a baby, it's a lot, especially with me. That thing is half my size. So although I enjoyed it and it got the job done, I would not purchase it or get that same thing again. So in place of that, what we're going to try this time is the Duna stroller, which I've heard really good things about. Also, because I'm so small, it's it's not going to be as heavy because obviously I don't plan on like carrying it like a car seat. I plan on actually using it as a stroller whenever it comes out of the car. The only thing I'm worried about is the bulkiness of the wheels when you put it into the base or hook it or belt it in or whatever you choose to do in the back of your car. It won't be an issue necessarily for my vehicle, but my husband has a truck in the back seat. Most trucks aren't very spacious in the back seat. They have a child, so that's the only issue that I think we might run into. But I've heard very good reviews on it. The price is not as bad, and if you find them on sale, that's also a plus. I have mine on my registry on baby list. Obviously, want to have my hands free for my child, so having a stroller to push instead of carry on my arm, then have my toddler who may want me to carry her as well, or making sure I have her hand, or making sure that she puts her hand on that stroller. I feel like I'll be a lot more comfortable and be able to keep up with both of them with having the Duna. I just feel like it'd be much easier. I know it's not lightweight for like if you're carrying it, but for me, I'd rather be pushing something than having to carry it, especially with how small that I am, because that was the biggest issue with the Chico, was having to carry the car seat. The next thing is the Lollipop camera. So again, there was nothing wrong with it, but honestly, I didn't like it. I saw really good reviews on it, and I saw YouTubers who used it and they loved it, but I never mounted it to my wall. We always just hooked it onto, like folded it in, because it's one of those that can like twist onto whatever you have. Falling over a lot. Obviously it was attached to the crib so she could knock it over, and it comes with an app, but I didn't have a version where I paid for it. Like, I don't want to do that. So obviously the ads that come with it, and then just the fact that you don't get to do a lot of things or certain things on there because you have to pay for it, that wasn't very nice, and I didn't think about that when I did choose to have that purchased for my daughter. After about 1.5 years of having it, it started to give us some issues. Like, it glitched a lot and a lag to it. So I will say for the long run, like, it didn't last very long as far as quality, so definitely won't be repurchasing that. So instead, I'm gonna get the Mom Cozy camera and monitor. This time I want to try a monitor instead of a phone app, and I'm not sure if this one comes with a phone app or not. I haven't done extensive research on it, but it was definitely the one that I liked the most out of the ones that I saw, and was a decent price, and I love the Mom Cozy brand. Have a monitor that you can take around instead of just having it on your phone, because I'm a type of person that likes to take lots of photos and videos, and as you can see, I have a YouTube channel and I do a bunch of other things, so my storage on my phone tends to not last very long, and I'm constantly having to delete things, so I don't want to have to bog down my phone with another app. So if I don't have to have one, I don't want one. Obviously, I would love to have it for like if I'm not home and someone else is home with her, but that's very few and far between, and it would just be my husband that would be here with my kids when I'm at work, and that baby would only be in the nursery to nap anyway and sometimes play. So to be honest, to not have that one is better for me than to have it. And then the next one are breast pumps. So I have the Medela breast pump. I enjoyed it, yes, but I prefer a hands-free. So I actually got this breast pump free through insurance using Airflow, which was really nice. I can't complain about that like much at all. I got it for free, and it's a really nice, decently working breast pump. It's good quality. Reviews and stuff on it are really good, and honestly, if you can't get it for free, the price isn't too bad. But the point is that I really wanted a hands-free one, and I chose not to get one last time, and I wish that I would have. It's bulky, like, and it hangs out, and even though you can have a hands-free like bra that goes with it, it's still not the best. And you have to wear like large shirts or like a cover or whatever to have it out easy, and it has all these parts that come with it. It wasn't just one that you could grab. It has wires, and you have the pumps itself, so it was a lot. If you don't plan on being at home 24/7, then I wouldn't suggest that, especially with me having another baby. It's going to be very hard because to move around with that, it's not feasible. And having another toddler and trying to do that as well is just not going to be good for me. So I'm going to have a portable one that I can just leave on and go about my day. So what I'm going to get instead of that is the Mom Cozy breast pump, which I can also get free through insurance with Airflow. And I can choose to get the regular one that's completely free, or I can choose to do the upgraded ones that are really nice and pay a little bit extra. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but we'll see. But definitely going to get the Mom Cozy breast pump. That was definitely on my list when I was pregnant with my daughter, and I ended up not getting that one. Warmers. So I didn't necessarily actually use this. My daughter kind of just liked regular room temperature milk. She didn't really need it to be warmed up or anything like that. But if you do choose to use bottle warmers or like bottle warmers, I would suggest going with a travel one rather than a regular sized one. Now, I had both, and that's why I was like, okay, I prefer this one, because even at my house, like when I'm here, I wouldn't choose to go downstairs and use that one. I would just use the one that was in my drawer next to me, or go downstairs and grab that one because it was easier to use and, in my opinion, faster. And last but not least on this avoid and get instead list is swaddles. So instead of getting regular swaddles or blankets that you would use to swaddle them up, I prefer the Velcro ones. Now, yes, it may sound a little bit lazy, but honestly, when you're sleep deprived and exhausted and just want to go back to bed at 3 a.m. after feeding your baby, it is so nice to just set them in the Velcro one and then Velcro them in, okay? So much easier. And us mamas have already worked our booties off enough with pushing them babies out, breastfeeding or not, just everything that comes about being a parent. You've done enough. You deserve to have a nice little workaround with these Velcro swaddles. So I will suggest that. That was a lifesaver with Emery, and I will continue to use that instead of regular swaddles. I can't tell you how many swaddles we had for her, and I never even touched because I would only do the Velcro ones or zipper ones. Those are nice too. And now a short list of items that I absolutely love that I never regretted that I had with my daughter and kept and will use for my baby boy is the Angel Care bath seat. I love this thing. It is flawless. It's phenomenal. It's not too bulky. It has holes in it so it doesn't get nasty or moldy, and you can just rinse it off, spray it off, or wipe it down, and you don't have to, like, it takes 2 seconds. It's so nice. It's easy to store. A Snuggle Me Lounger. Oh, I've loved this thing, okay? And I will continue to use it with my son as well. And I have pretty tiny babies. Like, my daughter was 5 pounds, 6 ounces. He's probably going to be small as well. Hopefully not that small, but he's definitely going to be small as well. So this thing came in handy. We used it for a long time. And we didn't co-sleep. But I will say, if you do, this is also something really good you can use. A boppy. Obviously, most parents use a boppy. I had like 3 with her. Definitely will always use a boppy. Those things are amazing. The Tug and Bundle Wrap. I never ever wanted to use a regular like carrier. Like, I didn't want one where you had to where you had to strap in and like do the buckles and all that kind of stuff. I didn't like all that, honestly. It looked uncomfortable and it just looked complicated, which you may be like, how's the Tuck and Bundle not complicated? But to be honest with you, it's really not. It's actually very simple and very easy, and it's comfortable, and I think it's more comfortable for your baby and for yourself, especially if you're a small person like me. It's much better to go with just a cloth thing instead of having this whole like contraption that you got to put on your body. I have the Chico bassinet. See, I told you I love the Chico brand. So I have a Chico bassinet that I use with Emery that it is underneath my bed, actually right there, that I'll be using for him. So cute, so pretty, aesthetically pleasing, everything. And it's portable because the legs and everything come off, and it comes with like a tote bag, so you can take it with you easily if you're going on vacation, if you're staying at a family member's house, a friend's house. So I highly, highly enjoyed that and loved that aspect of it. A good price point and everything, and the Chico brand is really, really good. Definitely suggest that as well. It's much smaller than some of the other ones where it has the long legs that go out like this. No, it's just 4 legs straight down. Beautiful, love it. Here's my list, you guys, of baby products that I love, the ones that I won't use again, and the ones that I think you should use instead. I hope this gives you some helpful tips. I will see you guys in my next one.